I do not like the articles that are in the National Enquirer. This is one of the best places in the world to learn how to write good headlines. They really make their headlines so that you want to read them. They really do use words that attract, just like a magnet, readers to them. And National Enquirer is online too, so you can take a look. And one of the things that, if you haven't done it now, if you don't have it, you want to make sure that you have a journal of headlines. Every time you see one that you get in an email that did attract your attention, write it down. Every time you see one in a newspaper, write it down. Every time you see ads that grab you, write down or clip it out and put it in your journal. It's called a swipe file, and in every one of those, you're going to start seeing what the makeup of them is. Why did it capture your attention? Absolutely, Kathy. Save the online sales pages you like too. Put them, and I do. I call it my folder. It's called a swipe file. And you'll begin to start examining these things. And you know, one of the things that I found in my newsletter, and you can check to see with your statistics how many people have opened it. And those, the ones that have the shortest title, or those that end in a question, will get more people to open it than anything. This graphic on this page, Lohan bonded, Wonder Woman rescue fails, the Prince party crashers. You know, they're short, and they really grab your attention just because they are short. I've always been an X-Files fan, or X-Files fan, so that Don't Scully Me, there at the bottom of that, it got my attention right away. Why? Because they create curiosity in the first place. Give people something to wonder about in an article. And if they wonder about it, they're going to read it. And this one was a newspaper thing. I think it came out of CNN. Wonder Woman rescue fails. And they used the old Wonder Woman picture. And what it was all about was Linda Carter was on, I think it was on the Potomac, and she was just out having a good, the sirens, she was just out having a good afternoon, and someone from another boat fell in the water, and she tried to pull him out and couldn't do it without help. And that's what the article was all about. But it certainly is something that created some curiosity and made it something that people will read. Okay? The other thing is create mystery. This was really, really a good picture on the web. X-Files is coming out with a new movie. You know, this one is mystery personified. And if you can create that aura of mystery, that aura of wonder, then your titles will begin to attract attention. They're going to do a better job of getting people to look and listen to what you're saying, because once the title does cause them to, hey, maybe this is what's going to answer my question, And the first lines of the page, the first lines of the paragraph allude more to, yes, I have the answer here for you. Then you start revealing that little by little by little through the content in the page. Then you're going to have a reader that stays there. And they're going to read the article, and they're going to read more of it. And that's why the snippet, the piece that you use at the top, you know, all they've been talking about these announcement blogs throughout all of the classes that Chet has been doing, and some of the other classes. And that's why that part of it is so important. You cause the person to ask a question. You've got him to click on the link. He sees in that snippet that maybe the answer is here, and then he'll click on that read more so that he can get the whole answer to his question. And that's what I'm talking about leading the direction, about leading him to a call of action. And then they'll click on that buy now button. And once they've bought from you, if you do a good follow-up, and this is what we're going to be talking about in the next couple of days or over this week, is some of the things that we use to attract attention and keep people finding out the next thing. You remember those old cliffhangers in the movies from years ago? I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember those. And what it is that keeps people attracted to the soap operas on TV now, and all of it is that at the end of the show, it always creates a mystery so that you want to come back the next day to find out what happens. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that one, Kathy. The season finale on TV, every one of them is a cliffhanger that makes you want to come back the next season to find out what's happening, what's going on. So that's my presentation for this morning. That's what I have to say about titles. And we'll go to a question and answer period now. And does anyone have any questions? Yeah, who shot JR? Boy, that one really did bring back millions of people to that show. And how many of you remember what show that was? Yeah, and when you can start identifying each of those things, each of those little teeny pieces in your swipe files, then it's amazing how much better your own headlines, your own titles are going to get. Get you noticed. It really is a great way. You just put in your headline in the text area, and then the engine analysis will take over from there and let you know whether it's good. And it does tell you what the analyzer is and why it does what it does and what your score means. And then from there, how you can make your headlines mean more. It gives very, very good insight. Ed has, at 1 o'clock when Ed does his class on the PHP form. We'll see you then and have a good day.